Hey guys, Ryan here and welcome to today's daily drive. I'm pumped to be here. Got the music's cranking. It's an amazing day here in Melbourne. Thank gosh, it's not always that way. Weather's amazing, blue skies, sunny, awesome. Smashed out of boot camp this morning, which is awesome. And I'm here to talk to you guys today about what you do, how do you get yourself out of a funk. We had a question come through from a lady named Jess who said she wants to be successful, she wants to be doing more, she wants to be smashing out her own business. She hasn't quite started yet. So how do you get yourself out of a funk? And cool thing is, it was actually 2 days ago where I saw the man himself, T. Robbins, post up through Business Insider a really cool video on the topic about how you get yourself out of a funk as well. And it's something that, you know, I played around with because I've got myself in funks time and time again. A funk being, I call it a bit of a negative state where you feel like, you know, everything's hard and what do you do next? And, you know, gosh, I really don't want to hit this motorcyclist right now, but got quite a silly driver, without me being offensive, ahead of us right now. Back to the point. It's something I've gone through myself, guys, and I do still time, you know, here and there, get myself in a negative state and I feel like everything's going downhill and I'm not happy with things, you know, lose perspective and getting kind of like a downward spiral. But the thing that's most important to acknowledge right now, if you feel like you're in a funk, you guys go, is that you know, it's not something you stay in, it's not something you have to stay in forever. But when people get themselves in a so-called funk, it's simply the fact that they've got a bunch of habits around the, you know, this state that they're in all the time. So instead of just feeling shit for a small amount of time, they've got a habit of feeling shit. They've identified themselves as somebody who feels shit. And if the funk is bad enough, it can last your whole life. And you can start to think the world's against you. You can start to feel negative about everything. Not because you're a bad person, but because you happen to feel negative a little bit at the start, and then it became too much of a habit, okay? So what I want to talk to you guys about in this video, I'm just on my way to the local cafe. Some crazy drivers on the road this morning. On my way to the local cafe, and got a meeting I'm going to go to quickly, so I'm really looking forward to that. But the way that you get yourself out of a funk, guys, it's kind of like building a muscle. If you want to build a habit of feeling happy, you've got to work towards that habit. If you want to build a habit, you know, filled with, you know, you being driven and motivated and passionate, you know, you need to work that muscle, so to speak. You need to do it repetitively over and over again, and every small opportunity where you're feeling bad and you push through regardless gets you and gives you that one step closer. It's like going to the gym. You're not going to feel good once or go to the gym once and then build the muscles that you always wanted. But if you build a habit of going to the gym and you go regularly for 3 months or more, you're going to start to look pretty good. You're going to start to build those muscles and have those muscles that you want. Same with feeling happy. If you're in a funk, it means you got a habit of feeling negative. Just because you feel good on one day doesn't mean it's all going to change. You need to feel good every day, consistently, to build a habit of that. So it means every single time you go through a state of feeling negative, you need to realize, because realization and awareness here is one of the big keys. Just having awareness that you can build a habit and use this skill of happiness, drive, passion as a muscle to build it up and make it stronger and more powerful. So that's how you identify yourself as, and they're the habits you have in your life. Just knowing that's possible is just a great start. It is a great start. And it's going to make everything so much easier. I got the heater on 28 in here from leaving it just before 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm freaking smoking hot in here. But the bottom line is, guys, you need to start to understand that the way you're feeling at the moment is a habit. And if you want to break through it, you need to start to create more positive habits. And it sounds quite basic, but there are ways that you can do that. One way that Tony mentioned in the little tutorial we had the other day was just by trying to come up with a vision bigger than yourself. If you're just trying to get out of a funk for you, I mean, you don't have too much drive there, but if you're trying to get out of a funk for, you know, your family or your friends, then there's some serious drive there, okay? Or you've got a vision to change the world, or you've got a charity that's counting on you to step up. You know, you'll find a way to get out there. You'll get through it because you got more than yourself counting on you, and that's one way. But it's important just to understand that you will get through this. You can get through this. You were made as beautiful and amazing as every other person that you see, you've just got yourself in some bad habits, which is easy to do. I've been guilty of it. Everyone has. Even the greatest thought leaders, Tony, Barack Obama, every sports people, elite athletes, everybody goes through funks because one little act then makes that one little negative thought or one little, negative self-talk makes it easier for the second negative self-talk. And then that makes it next for the third piece of negative self-talk. And then it's easy to allow that to spiral down. It's like if you're eating healthy, you have one piece of chocolate, you're like, so much easier. The percentage chance of you having a second piece of chocolate, given that you've eaten the first, is so much greater than if you never had the first piece of chocolate. Same thing. So it's easy to spiral out, but you got to realize that every little change and decision that you make consciously to overcome and make a more positive habit makes a difference. It builds your muscles more and more. So about to go to the meeting, guys. Got to get there. So lovely talking to you. Love you as always. And I'm going to love you and leave you. Just remember, guys, go below and comment below this video if you've got your own question that you want answered. Next time I jump in the car, I'll record yours for the next daily drive. Much love. Peace out. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you guys later.